कार्यशाला का शुभारंभ सत्र आयोजित किया था और इस आयोजन में रविशंकर सर ने कार्यशाला के उद्देश्यों पर विस्तृत प्रकाश डाला। साथ ही शुभारंभ सत्र में पधारे जो छत्तीसगढ़ के वरिष्ठ इतिहासकार प्रोफेसर एल.एस. निगम ने छत्तीसगढ़ के प्राचीन अभिलेखों और उन पर कार्य करने वाले पहले के जो अध्येता थे, विद्वान थे, उन सब के विषय में संक्षिप्त प्रकाश डाला था। साथ ही कल जो 2 तकनीकी सत्र आयोजित हुए उसमें भारतवर्ष में लेखन कला की प्राचीनता के साथ ही साथ इतिहास के स्रोत के रूप में, प्राथमिक स्रोत के रूप में उनकी क्या उपयोगिता और महत्व है, इन पर विस्तार से रविशंकर सर ने हम लोगों को बताया था। दोस्तों, आज आषाढ़ मासे शुक्ल पक्षे द्वितीया तिथौ ये महत्वपूर्ण दिवस है और यही वह दिन था जब सुभद्रा ने अपने भाइयों से निवेदन किया था कि उनको द्वारिका देखने की इच्छा है। और उसी स्मृति में आज भी मध्य भारत के एक विस्तृत क्षेत्र में, खासकर उड़ीसा और छत्तीसगढ़ में रथ यात्रा मनाया जाता है। उसी स्मृति में आप सभी को रथ यात्रा की हम बधाई देते हैं, शुभकामनाएं देते हैं। और इसके साथ ही मैं निवेदन करता हूं डॉक्टर टी.एस. रविशंकर सर से कि आज का तकनीकी सत्र प्रारंभ करें। धन्यवाद।
हेलो चेक हेलो
लगा दे।
Very good morning to all the participants. So already we have entered the second day of our 7-day workshop. I think I have set the ground with very general introduction about the epigraphical, paleographical studies and also about the antiquity of writing system that existed in different continents as well as in Indian context also. And the epigraphs as the primary source to reconstruct our past. So there are many more general aspects, connected with the epigraphical studies, which I would be taking the course of time, because I can't purely focus on the paleographical aspects alone. So to break, I don't say monotony, it is required. See, when you practically take up an inscription for editing, it's not merely decipherment. You should get aware about the other aspects connected with the inscriptions. So today we'll go with the Brahmi, a paleographical aspect, that is the, as you know, as one of the major script. Brahmi has a longest history. Of course, Brahmi and its derivatives right from 3rd century BC or even little earlier till 12th century. Of course, even further also, why I am mentioning specifically 12th century, when you look into many of the paleographical charts, right from Buehler to Sivaram Murthy to Dani, many paleographers. They say the progression or the evolutionary process up to early Nagari or little later stage, up to 12th century. By and large, the 13th century onwards, also there are inscriptions with very little changes in their forms. So, this rather made the paleographers to restrict themselves to study the growth or the evolutionary process till 12th century. Yes, there are some more different forms, especially to mention about the Nandi Nagari, which was prevalent during the little early phase, Yadavas, and subsequently followed by the Vijayanagar rulers. Yes, it does look different, little different. You need to practice it, learn the Nandi Nagari script to decipher. And it is rather a degenerated form, I should say. The beauty or the calligraphical element which you see till 12th century or little later, it is not seen. Whether you see the early, the Nagari legend on the Vijayanagar rulers' coins, it's very crude. So the Brahmi has a long history of 1500 years, I should say, with all the varieties, because everything is rooted to Brahmi alone with modifications. So we'll start taking up. What I am doing, is laying a foundation rather. And the foundation is very, very important so that the edifice can stand little stronger. Otherwise, it will fall. So, whatever the changes that occur, it's only either extending the stroke or adding some calligraphical element or some curve, the medial signs and all. So, the core form remains one and the same, with little modifications that due to various factors have another PPT which I would like to present in the afternoon. So the changes, what you notice, it is so many factors are involved. The influence with the foreign rulers, they brought in, and the technique like tool which they employed, that also mattered. Earlier, the epigraphs were very few. During the time of Ashoka, we have a set of records reported from the entire Indian subcontinent, excluding Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Reasons better known that in Tamil Nadu, it was a stronghold of the Jains. So perhaps Ashoka didn't venture to have his edicts engraved. Similar, so the Kerala was also a part of Tamil Nadu earlier. So whatever early inscriptions you see, even Tamil Brahmi you find in parts of Kerala also. So this being the strong reason, otherwise you find everywhere. And the later scripts, whether you take Proto-Bengali or Sharda script or any other varieties, so they try to trace it from Ashokan. Suppose Dhauli and Jaugadha records they take to trace the developments in the eastern region. Similarly, some Ashokan rock edict, they try to see. So, preferably they have chosen the Ashokan rock edicts from different regions to see the development of the particular script in different stages. In all our history books, especially those connected with Sanskrit, where it is in Nagari script, this can hold from right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Its development in the textbook. You did not have a separate notes or thing. Even the cover page you can have where some stages can be shown. Some 6 to 7 stages, not to make it too technical for the young children to understand, so that they will try to know there is a history behind the script. Now many doesn't know. They think as though it emerged. So there is a history behind each script, and there are no takers of these views when I put forth before many. And it's very easy if the concerned higher authorities can look into that. And just to add a page in the end or the end, just antiquity of writing system that prevailed in the past, just a small introduction to the right from Sharda to Central India, any part you take, the regional language, whatever the textbook may be Bengali, they write in Proto-Bengali or Bengali. So each script you take, Gurmukhi, Punjab, anything. So in the respective regions, if they could make a small text, textbook तो है, उसमें कुछ वो पढ़ सकता है. So it will be easier for the next. Now that's what I am, even Bangalore I am addressing the school children. It's awareness. It's once the children knows, they take interest. So it should not be like that. Earlier we have to look into the postgraduates or serious researchers who can take up this field. It is not like that. If you put some, and the visual impact, every day when they keep opening the textbook, they are tempted to look into that. And कुछ forms भी try करेंगे. And that gives a sort of stimulus. Required it acts as a catalyst for the students to take up further interest in the study. So are we not, these are the very simple things to generate interest. So we can bring many into the fold to understand our past. Yes, that requires a set of understanding, and the higher authorities should take note of these things. So, with this brief background, as I told, the early Brahmi starts from 3rd century BC or a little earlier when you take the other forms to 2nd, 3rd century or 2nd century, 3rd century Common Era, that is called early Brahmi. And this necessarily involves 3 Ashokan Brahmi, followed by Shunga, Kushan and Kshatrapa. And later, of course, it is called post-Kushan, and somewhat nearer that, we can say late Brahmi characters. So this early Brahmi phase, we will try to cover today and tomorrow. Most of you who have picked up or who know these things, yes, it will be a sort of refresher for them. And the perspective, the teaching varies from various professors to different. They have their own approach to teach. And since I have handled many hundreds of inscription, have a feel of it, going to the field work, it matters a lot. So I have tried to meticulously examine even the I-copy. Yes, they are almost 90% and above perfect. But what I as well know, we have, technologically we have progressed much these days. So we can put in place the modern gadgets. You have excellent, beautiful cameras and the digitization of processes to preserve and to study. You can enhance them to any level to clearly decipher an inscription. You can zoom. Earlier, they didn't have much. They purely depended on an excellent stampage. Even we used to take, if the earlier the inscription, 2 to 3 copies, because एक कॉपी में सही आ सकता है, नहीं आ सकता है, एक मात्रा भी छूट सकता है. So we used to make in situ study. Our stampage mechanic who used to accompany, थोड़ा इधर देखिए सर कुछ छूटे तो नहीं, and he used to take a dark version, little dark and light copy, so that they knew they are experts. They are professional people. Now आजकल क्या हो रहा है, MTS लगा रहे, they are from different security who don't have any expertise or knowledge in this. They think it's a, these are all, see in the ASI structure itself, every branch has its own nuances of work. It has its own special. It's developed. You can't suddenly bring in some person to do any job. It's not a file movement, एक table से एक रखो, काम करो, ऐसा नहीं. Those attendants, they used to accompany us on tour, take a meticulous, very devoted stampage mechanics over there. They used to take the excellent stampage. If at all Sarkar and Dr. Ramesh and many, because we could provide them the best of the best photographs. Otherwise their reading would have been wrong. See, the knowledge of Sanskrit, meter, so many things are there. They could do that. But they, to a great extent, depended on the best facsimile, the photographs for their study. So what I mean to say, most of young scholars, they can take, go to the site, take beautiful photos of the inscriptions available in different various museums. Even the calligraphy books, they can revise. And you can more precisely define a letter than what earlier scholars have done. You can juxtapose I copy and the particular letter side by side so that the clarity will come more, much more. You can enhance the quality of reading. When archaeology and other areas we are using modern techniques and many things, why not in the area of epigraphical study? We cannot be still in those age-old, yes, they are still good. Even that's what we do, the stampaging and all. Now, Bangalore, we have a person, Mr. Uday Kumar, he is doing all digitization. He is preserving for years to come. And the quality of the photographs are so, it lends depth to each letter. You can more precisely decipher than what, so it gives a lot of scope to revise earlier readings and more perfectly. So it's a time to reread things. We can't just accept whatever our great scholars also have done it. They have done to the best. But with the knowledge what you gain, I think you can take a re-look. Many exams, they need to be re-examined, either to give a perfect, correct history. So with this background, I would like to go with the chart. Later it will be circulated also. Any glare is there, you can see. So in this, we will confine to Asokan or Mauryan. Brahmi. So let's go with the vowels.
So the earlier scholars, they recognized amongst the vowels the basic forms. So the basic forms are, you maintain the length. First, any letter, starts with a stroke, and exactly here it starts. It's a angular or cursive. I will explain later. So this is vowel R. So this is the basic form. From 3 vowels in vowel signs, by attaching strokes, they derive the remaining forms of the vowels. Either by adding stroke or putting one more dot, so they derive this. And this 3 dots and apex, facing to the right side. And this is a simple stroke, one stroke and equal length. Mind that, this is very important. When you draw U, both the vertical stroke as well as the horizontal stroke will be of same length. Lessening is a further development. So here you have to maintain that form. That's what in most of the cases, this I think So this is the basic form. Now, evolved forms. This is very important. Any Shunga, Kushan, Kshatrapa, what the basis I am going to give, in further development you see that it's very important. Otherwise I would have simply circulated this chart to all of you. You see yourself, but then you draw your own conclusion. You may start writing in a different way. So there is a way the engraver has done it. That's precisely you have to follow. Otherwise, हम लेजर में भी दिखा सकते हैं. Why I am writing, which I will do in most of these following days, though it amounts to a little bit of my exertion, but it's very important. So I can simplify just saying on the board, it's not like that, but clear तो नहीं हो रहा है. So evolved so this already I is there. So one stroke, please remember, maintain the length. Exactly it crosses here, this one, and to the left side you are attaching the arms, the strokes. And here, normally in most of the case, when you extend a stroke, it assumes R sign, length. In the middle, sometime you find it on the top also. It's most of the cases you find where A dirgha, and then these are the diacritical marks. And here E is there. Instead of this, they formed circles, dots or whatever thick dot on either side. This E. So this particular form you don't find in Ashokan. Isila, they Prakrit allows only Hraswa. दीर्घा जब आ गया जो संस्कृत इंस्क्रिप्शन शुरू होता है, बट फॉर द to complete the vowel signs, here I have taken the later phase also, which comes little later. So E only comes in the, if you read anywhere, in the Ashokan or the earlier Prakriti inscriptions of 3rd century BC or little later, only with the introduction of Sanskrit language, you find some more signs added that I will be showing later. So this E in a developed form, and of course already you are writing U, exactly in the middle you are attaching a stroke here to get the U sign. And in fact, ye first you draw a stroke here and then attach, connect it with a stroke. This becomes A. So these are all called the medial vowels. Sorry. All this initial vowel. Especially when you read an article, just in the epigraphy indica pattern I am just explaining you, there will be a brief description about the fine spot, under which circumstances they got, and they come to the physical aspects, how many lines the inscriptions are there, and all the details are there. Next, they come to the paleographical aspects, where they say, most of the time, they say initial vowel and the medial vowel. And what are all now we are trying to, it is called initial vowel. You may come across such expression when you start editing, and you too have to use when you edit an inscription. And these are called paleographical peculiarities. They say it is same. When they compare another earlier inscription, it is similar to that. If any changes you notice here in this particular record which you are editing, they are called paleographical peculiarities. Similarly, next comes in the sequence orthographical features. Orthography is connected with the language. If it is not grammatically correct, they will point out whether duplication of ra or some such things, Orthography is connected with the language of the inscription. So they say orthographical peculiarities are this one. Orthography is connected with the language. Orthography. So they used to point out, after examining the record, what are the orthographical differences. Why the writer, I will explain later. Normally a good inscription, like Prashastis, a big inscription, 3 persons are involved. One is the composer of the inscription, and the next is the writer, who is supposed to be good in paleographical features of that period, and the engraver. Engraver can be an unlettered person, a sutradhar, who can just execute it faithfully whatever the writer has done. Writer necessarily do it in this one, and he will chisel out. So that's why you get a good expression, Lipikara, even in Ashokan rock edicts. When Chapra, a person who came from the northwestern region, familiar with the Kharoshthi script, we find the reference in Lipikarena, like that. You get such a person who is adept in doing this. So I will, there are certain terms, like head mark, foot mark, subscript, superscript. I will keep telling you as and when the opportunity, that the time comes. Some terms, you have to get acquainted, because for editing the inscription, this knowledge is essential. So this A, and then you are going to write the same form here and attach a stroke here on the top for I. And similarly, you are writing one stroke like this. This is U. When you attach a stroke above, on the top of it, it becomes O. So, hope you are understanding this. So it is very simple geometrical designs, and बहुत आसान है सीखने के लिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Only thing you have to practice. I told you are seeing, and once you go, try to, as she is maintaining, a book, good ledger, that long book. So that helps you to practice. At least 5 times you can write. So एक stage register होने के बाद, when you move to the next stage, it becomes easier for you to follow. And I have curated the whole thing just to give the in a capsule form in 7 days. Otherwise, this is subject to be learned in 6 months. The same diploma in epigraphy or other certificate course, they take plenty, their own time to teach. But I am trying to bring the whole thing within this short period, so that it should be easy for you to take further degrees or anything in this. So O, and similarly you write the basic thing. Anything, attaching stroke is later. Please keep this in mind. It all starts with a stroke, and here first you write a stroke U, and then one stroke here O, attach one more stroke here for O. So it's only addition. Basic stroke will be there. When you add, additional stroke, you get the form O. And Anuswara was there in Prakriti inscription also. You get this, like as we do and aha. This Visarga you start getting from Sanskrit inscriptions. Visarga is not to be seen in Prakrit. So this a later addition, aha. So this, including the later phase, like the Kshatrapas. Shunga also you get Prakrit only, but later you get Sanskrit inscriptions where you find these additions, including some more, which I will show tomorrow when we go to the next stage. So please understand this, keep practicing the vowels. When you take any short inscription, try to classify them. You write vowels in that particular inscription, consonants, conjuncts, vowel signs. एक एक को अलग कर दीजिए, आपको उससे पता चलेगा what the difference. Particularly tomorrow when you come across some new Brahmi inscription, fairly you take 3-4 lines. Then उसको आप study करेंगे, उसको अलग अलग कर दीजिए. Vowel signs क्या है? Then consonants and the conjuncts and these things. So you will get to know if any difference is there, and you make a comparative study. Whether at the same period, what is the difference? That you can highlight in your article. Usko you have to bring it to the focus. So this method will make you perfect in understanding the differences. So mostly I will be going with the facsimiles, eye copies of the inscription in these days. To come some few lines I will write, and most of the time we can go in with the projector also. Because of paucity of time, we can't, then I have to keep extending my classes. So it's time bound. Because engaging, as you are asking, the whole day, unless I make it interesting to you, absorb, you should absorb what I tell. It is of no thing, it goes above. And with my expertise or experience, I am trying to put things in a very simple, lucid style to understand. So what I am doing, this you have to teach to others. See, there is a need, I can't keep coming or travel after another 1 or 2 years. I don't know. As long health permits, you can do this. But there is a need to take this ahead. University में जाके, you go in your leisure hours where Sanskrit start, where history start. Why can't you give a lecture on this? PPT बनाए, उनको समझा दीजिए क्या है इसका, how you have to protect the heritage, what's the script or language is there. Very simple. So if you think you have time to do, that's how you have to take the knowledge to the other parts of the country. It's not exclusively some prerogative of the few sitting here. It has to travel, it has to go beyond. Earlier the situation was different. Thanks to media, now I am getting connected to many online. They would be observing me talking. So if the messages goes well to the others also, definitely they do follow. And that's the need of the hour. If you allow from some more years to lapse, people will fully forget this thing. Yesterday I was repeatedly telling how humanities are equally important when a rich place like this we have with so much of architectural, sculptural and epigraphical heritage. It's our duty to preserve them and pass it on. Museum, it will be there. It will be, museums are there. Everything should not be a museum object. You have to go see the outside monuments. So this is now I will go with the consonants. So that in the afternoon or once I conclude this class, all of you can write your names here or even a notebook. It's not only this, your friends. So I think the vowels are clear to you. I am very happy when it comes to writing. I have great fascination for calligraphy, though not in Arabic and Persian, but I take pleasure I had a very good hand in writing English and all. But now due to this, of course still firm my hands in putting things, otherwise it becomes shaky. Pakadna hi pata hai, that it goes in a wavy way. But still I can hold it. It's a very thing you will enjoy. When you make an iCopy, it's a pleasure for you, because you are used to that stereotyped computers and putting the messages on the mobile. So this engage your fingers. It will tone up your nervous system, fingers. Otherwise, arthritis, so many, I should not say all this, medical issues will crop up. So in this form, see, we call, when you look into the Upasak book, yes, the first scholar under T.P. Verma's guidance, he could do a vast research in the Ashokan rock edicts. He has studied the entire range of Ashokan rock edicts. What are the different varieties of Ma, Sa, each letter from different, he has made a detailed study. For us, it is not required. Think that you have to acquaint with the basic forms. Variations are bound to be there. With all the variations, Ashokan Brahmi is called imperial variety, because he engaged the scholars, the scribes, sent to different parts of India, and they engraved. So that's why they could fairly well maintain the uniformity. Now the changes come with the further intrusion which comes from the northwest. See, the basic thing, either it will be, which I showed, it is called angular variety, angular form. These three you come across, and the another is when you stroke, this is called cursive variety. The apex join in the middle, this is the cursive variety. Similarly, a mixed form comes where the upper stroke will be angular and the lower will be cursive. I am showing only the one alphabet, because you get, when you see such things come, this is one form, and sometime the upper arm will be cursive and the lower will be angular. So these combinations you feel, it depends on the engraver. Though the person who writes, the composer, writer, they does, engraver, he used to take little liberties in making some alternative. So that's not a variety by itself in Ashokan time. You find or written in a different form or different thing. But this changes, you see, one edict to another edict, when you see, examine, you find this form. It is called mixed variety, mixed form. So we can list them like Ma, Sa, so many consonants after reading, but now you focus only on the basic forms given. Don't bother about the differences about that. So it's very easy, all simple geometrical forms when you start writing consonants. So it is a simple stroke, as I told, start with a vertical stroke always, And exactly in the center, the horizontal line intersects here, which is of same length. The vertical stroke, horizontal stroke are of same length. Only any variation that you see in the later stage. So try to retain the same form. And ka, just like a question and with an appendix of attached to it, a small circle. Sometime it will be like a thick dot you find, but a small circle will do for this ka. Ga is, please remember, this is the angular variety. If you put it cursive, it goes to the next phase, evolved, either Kshatrapa or Kushan. So necessarily, the Ashokan phase, this remained angular. And Gha, you start with a long stroke here, uneven, and then a stroke. This they never maintained, it used to be unusually lengthy. Only when you see the pillar edicts, they polished it nicely with equal spacings. They try to write the letter in a very beautiful manner. That's what why we choose Urumindi pillar inscription for readers, for beginners. Forms are very clear, that I can't ask you to read straight away Gujarrat or Brahmagiri, where unhewn huge boulders are there, where the engraver took his own way. It's for purpose of learning, please focus on the pillar edicts. All the pillar edicts you can try to decipher. Then you go to the other major edicts like Gujarrat or many like that. And this is one stroke with the mouth open to the right side. Gha. Nga. This is Kavarga, and then comes the Cha, one stroke always. Please remember the semicircle attached to the left side. Left. This is Cha. And simple, same vertical stroke. While practicing you do that only. Then first you attach a stroke here, semicircle to the left, then followed by right. So this becomes Cha. So one stroke, semicircle to the right, and then followed by left. Ja is simple, like vowel E, your Roman type. This is necessarily, what is this? Cursive. There are two things. Either it will be cursive, angular. This often comes, very often, till the last day of this course I will be using this. To differentiate, to get yourself registered, I keep telling, simply if I write, you will not know. That's what I am emphasizing. It is cursive form, it is angular form. Where cursive is there, it becomes angular later. Where angular is there, it becomes cursive later stages, the changes. So that you have to remember. And na is simple, one stroke. Please remember, to the right you are attaching a stroke. Begin from here, end it exactly here. Jha. Jhansi, when you want to say Jhari, like that Jha. And very often you get Ragnya, one stroke, and first you attach a stroke on the top here, and then you leave the stroke below. So, cha-cha, ta is simple Roman C. Ta, Roman C. And tha is very simple, ta-tha. You are just Roman O. This this one. Ta, tha, da is, this is again angular. Da. Sorry. This is called stepped da. One stroke, another stroke, like this. It is called stepped da. When you climb a step, one like this. So you form a stroke like this, one stroke, another stroke. This is da. Da is one single stem, small stem, then you are attaching a stroke like this. Dha. La is one stroke, vertical stroke, and then parallel lines above. One stroke, another stroke. Then one more line I can write below, and then ta is one small stem, two stroke, like you write a short stroke and inverted V, like Roman. This is ta. And tha is, you are writing again tha with a dot in the center. Da is simple, angular variety, one stroke, another stroke. And this like a bow or a Roman D, simple, you remember some of the Roman letters to understand this. This is Dha. Na is without the top vertical, no sorry horizontal, it becomes Na. Okay. All of you have written or following till any doubt? I think 2 minutes थोड़ा break दीजिए. I will have tea. one segment will be over, then खाना के थोड़ा लेट भी हो सकता है, but I will complete this before you take a lunch break because it should go in one go. So now इसको ऑन कर दीजिए. Yeah. Pi is just like so pi just like one hook just like this pi. Phi is you are writing same thing but we giving a gentle curve like this phi. Ba simple a square box like that square. This is ba. Bha is armchair. One thing, this is bha. Sometime they like Rumindi and all, you find one more stroke going like this, bha. So both, but this is most commonly seen, but in some you find one more stroke closely to the it coming up like bha. And ma is the terrain symbol. Above is a crescent. Remember, you attach a crescent and a circle below where you get Nandipada or like this, you get this. And there are sometime in early inscription like Saugora and Mastan, this is slightly detached also. Sometime in Mauryan, of course, you find connected. Other inscriptions also you find a slight space. It all the differences small. And similarly for ya also you write pa only, okay, then attach a hook like this, easy, just one stroke pa. And Dani has elaborated whether they did a stroke, engraver might have first done this and attached a hook. This is anchor variety. So normally you practice, you think pi is there, you attach a small curve, though this becomes ya. Ra is simple, particularly you find the serpentine variety. In later period it becomes one straight vertical stroke. So ya ra. La is facing to the right side, they open like this. Va is simple, one stroke, simple short stroke and attach a circle. Sha is just put a inverted V, and then in the middle exactly you take a stroke, not fully extending, at least half or little more. It becomes like an arrowhead. It is like this. This called Shankara Sha. With a macron, this diacritical marks I will teach you sometime during the next few days. This diacritical marks are essential because when we Romanize the Sanskrit text, see, everybody cannot read Nagari. For international level, somebody who is not aware of writing Nagari, we use this diacritical marks, either one stroke or such. It is called diacritical. You can Romanize also. Nagari भी लिख सकता है, इसको Romanize करके transliteration, what we call, not translation, it is transliteration in any script, and preferably Romanize. And this is dental saw. You put one stroke like this, or you write like pa only, okay, then attach a hook here. This is sa, and this will be unusual length. The equalizing is the next stage I will teach you when they equalize the arms. That is a progress that takes place during the Shungas and Kshatrapa and Kushan. So normally it used to be unusual length. And just opposite, you remember La, it will be facing to the left side, Ha will be facing to the right side. Like this, same form, but the direction changes. There will be confusion. आप हा में ला पढ़ सकते हैं, ला में हा हो जाएगा कभी कभी. So please remember the direction. नहीं, one more शा शा सा, ये छूट गया here बीट में. This is Shanmukha Sha, one stroke, another stroke. This is Sha. One is three dental Sa, one is dental Sa, that is Sa. See, this is Sa, dental Sa, and this is Shankar Sha, and this is Shankar Sha, Shanmukha Sha. This is Shankara and this Shanmukha. Shodashi, Shat Vimshati Sha. Where you write like this, this is Sha, this is Sha. You please note down the differences. This is Sa. Sa, Sha, Sha. Cerebral and palatal, where sound Sha. Your tongue, touches the upper, this one. And at length, Dani has described all in the introduction. You can read. So this about the consonants. Please, this not only here. Today is your homework. घर में जाके लिखना पड़ेगा. There is no shortcut to this. You just go back to your childhood days. Some notes are given and you are totally into a new script. जैसे आप नागरी देवनागरी सीखा, आप ब्राह्मी सीखिए. उसमें क्या है? That is the only thing, you have to little, see earlier children के लिए ब्राह्मी पढ़ाते थे. You see in this present stage, 3वीं शताब्दी और उस अशोक ज़माने में all the children were taught Brahmi only. Now we are, because it's unknown later, for many years they didn't know. Now we are getting acquainted with that. So we have to go back to the childhood days, school days and learn. There's nothing wrong in that. So you have to familiarize by just practicing. So this we'll go with the medial signs, and then after that you can write your names. So there are some strokes where you attach length to the right side, and some strokes where we add in the middle. For example, now we are dealing with this medial signs. This initial only. When we read this length sign, that is initial, and this is medial signs. So just a simple, start with the original form of the letter like ka, where the center line intersects like this, and attach a stroke on the top to the right side. So you should be very particular about the direction that should be followed, whether on the top or below, in the center. Stroke, adding strokes, you should be careful. So this is ka. And similarly, in this also you find not exactly a little below they used to attach a stroke. This become ka. Length. And ga is again the angular form where you find stroke attached to the left side, to the right side, ga. And ga also here, not here, but where the vertical is length, you find, it's attached here, ga. And similarly is the cha. So please remember the stroke attached on the top of the vertical here for give the long side. Cha. And this stroke, same, first stroke here, another stroke, and then again on the top, cha, chhatra. Of course, when you are on to write, it's a tra is with a, it comes with a, since it is a Sanskrit word, suppose you want to write chhatra, ta you are writing here, and adding a subscript below, putra, chhatra. So this, with the advent of Sanskrit, you get the superscript as well as subscript, but this is later. This Prakrit phase may you don't get this. चा नहीं वो अलग आएंगे. In another set, I will show that. It's not in sequence. This is kha. हाँ, इधर ऊपर ये लगा है ना ये. अभी आएंगे यहाँ छा, ये जो झा, I am writing. You ask now, it is here. So this is jha, okay. You are attaching a stroke like this. Jha, Jhansi. Jha. Yeah, also. So first you write the basic form and then attach a stroke. Don't start with the top stroke and then come. Make it a practice. Any letter, future, you have to write the basic and then attaching strokes. So this jha, slightly below, not extending this, then it gives a different thing. You attach his little below for nya. Like jnana pravaha, ja. And then this da, again here on the, don't mistake for the letter. When you read edicts or any inscription, sometime you take it part of the consonant, but you should remember always this is the additional stroke above, nothing to do with the main part of the letter. So sometime little confusion comes, especially with da, because they attach a stroke immediately, so you will be confused. Da. And this da, why I am writing, see, there may be some forms which I cannot write every form here. Some, wherever the differences are there, I am trying to point out that. Otherwise, like kaka, kiki, kuk, you have to write in your notebook separately. So, ये इसी में पूरा हो जाएगा. Otherwise, where the difference? Where especially we have to attach either the top or middle, pointedly I am bringing that to your focus. Rest, you like kagunita, tagunita, you have to practice. And I wish to say one of my junior colleague, Mr. Mekha Verma from our office, he has written a copy book like that. So he has given like that, so you have to just fill in like wo kar sakte hai. So he has touched all the thing. I think priced it for some 400 rupees or so. Later I will give the contact number and the number. You can personally contact. Normally जब मैं उनको ये जो basic पढ़ाया, so they have purchased all those books with a very good introduction about all the Ashokan rock edicts and especially the early phase. So उसी आप रख के just practice कर सकते हैं. So when you see, hardly modern dha, whatever there in the 3rd century BC, you see it is continued. even with very little change except the top stroke, otherwise this basic form is same. Of course इतना नहीं है, थोड़ा इसको क्या है ना, थोड़ा अंदर कर दिया. It's not the circle, not connecting with the main limb. थोड़ा space है, but बाद में ये नागरी में हो गया. But even then it retains the basic form. Even suppose you take tha also, this is same. ऊपर एक लगा दिया, ये कर दिया. Otherwise this is only addition later. Otherwise the circle is same and the top nagari. So when you closely examine, of course with some changes which you will be seeing, the basic forms retain even modern Devanagari maybe. That is of course in the evolutionary process. Dha and Ta also same, and please remember this to the right side. Stroke attached to the right side. If you attach here, it becomes A sign. Suppose this stroke, if it goes Teva. When you write, Da for example, Devanam Piyadasi, you put De here, it becomes De. Similarly, when you write here or like this, it becomes Da. So strokes attaching to the right or left matters a lot in knowing. So this is Ta. And Da. And Dha is this time attach a stroke here. Dha, Dhama Mitra, Dhama, like this, Dhama. Similarly, Na. Na. For example, you want to write Nagari. Of course, I will be coming to that point. Na, Ga. Suppose simple word, 2 words you can already write. Suppose Kamala. Sorry, it should be like this. So 3 letters like Rama, 2 letters you can start writing now. Ra, Ma. Similarly, the Rama you want to say, Lakshmi, Rama. Rama and Rama. That's what this diacritical is very essential. You may say Ekadasi or Ekadasi. So length में फर्क पड़ता है. If you don't use, they can read any. So 2 words you can start with simple this. Moon nahi Sham. Anyway, I will go with that. Na. And Fa or Pa. Pamara. You can write Pamara, layman. and then bha, stroke bha. You have written all this thing? Huh? Fa. Oh, ये ना ये अरे पूरा वो ऐसे नहीं लिखा है. See, some forms I am writing, otherwise it is same. Fa. In sequence I am not writing all. Fa. Fa. Fal. Fal wala fa. So next I will write some more where the middle we attach the stroke. That I will write there. Again, ma, you are attaching a stroke here. Ma. Mata. Ya, this, you write the basic form. Yaga. You can write easily, one stroke. And Ra also, Rama, when I write, no, Ra. And La with the stroke above. La. And Va. Sha. Like when you want to write Shastra, of course it is further, I will show you. Sha, Dirgha, and then below you are writing Sa, again Ta, and then 3. Shastra, one below the other. Sha, Dirgha, again this Sa, Ta half, थोड़ा वो स्ट्रोक है ना कम पड़ता है, and the subscript, superscript नहीं, subscript, Shastra. So it comes one below the other. Shasta, ता के इसमें आता है, थोड़ा कम पड़ता है ये, and then like this. So this further when I take up now, I'll tell you. Just for example, I am giving. Only the Nagari may, they have the letter, they put side by side. And this earlier forms, you get one below the other, they to write the consonant along with the conjuncts. Sha. And this Shanmukha Sha, with this Sha, Sha, this Shanmukha, and that is Shankar Sha, and then this dental Sa, Sa, Ha. Please remember, this will face Ha, Ra. When you write, Ha, and then Ra. Ha, Ra. Mala. If it is Akaranta Strilinga, you will make Mala, like Gauri, Ikaranta, Akaranta, all the Sanskrit demands that length you will say. So these are the basically consonants where we attach a stroke to the left side, to the right side. Please remember, on the top. There are few consonants where we attach the middle, that I will show you now. So these, whatever I have shown, is on the top to the right side. And the most of the things I have seen, a folder में आप computer generated Brahmi लिखता है, where in computer you cannot maintain the same length. It goes in a very uniform way. There is a lot of difference between writing and the computer generated Brahmi letters. So एक folder में रख के आपको सबको दे देते हैं, ये पढ़ो. That's not the way. Now you try to know the real length, how the original inscription look like, and where the stroke to be attached. Then you will start in your own way. Because of this pandemic, there is proliferation. Anybody will start teaching in their own fashion. Though there is some authenticity involved in this, authentic way of teaching. Yes, you do in the right way it is required, that will be very useful. Otherwise, what you have learned, sometimes you may have to unlearn to learn proper things. So this Ja, here आपको यहाँ मुश्किल है. Of course, in Gupta you get that, they do, that things come. But in the Mauryan phase, what they did, they found it's not suitable just to extend the stroke, ja or kuch letter mein. So they prefer to add a stroke in the middle. So it's feasibility. question of feasibility where you to attach the stroke. So here they thought, yes, in this consonant it is possible in the middle. So they attach to the right side again, jatra, ta, ja, in the middle again. For example, ta, it is difficult above, though you get letter phase, that one, but they prefer to attach a stroke here in the middle. And similarly, ta, for example, here they attach a stroke here, not on the top, but here, ta. And similarly, na also, na, for example, it goes in parallel lines. You can't extend the stroke here, again, it's difficult. Na it is possible, na without dot, na. But na में ये दिक्कत हो जाएगा, ये extend करने का, it will confuse. So then the scribe thought, yes, let's to avoid this one, they attach a stroke to this end, middle. And similarly is tha. Tha in the middle. They didn't add here on the top. So this, wherever the cursive this is there, they prefer to attach in the middle of the consonant. And ba, simply they didn't add here, extend the stroke. No, they attached here in the middle. So these 6 consonants where they attach a stroke in the middle of the consonant, rest most of the thing. With this you can do, I think it covers almost all the consonants where to be stroke to be attached on the top of the vertical facing to the right side, and again to the right side only in the middle. Is it clear? There should not be any ambiguity in this, absolutely, because this is the foundation. As I told, no, the structure will come up with variations, because the basic core form remains. Either they shorten the letter और वर्टिकल स्ट्रोक थोड़ा एक्सटेंड के इस तरफ कुछ फंडामेंटल सम चेंजेस कम, बट द कोर फॉर्म रिमेन इंक्लूडिंग द शेल कैरेक्टर्स. Of course, we are not successfully deciphered, that's another issue, but there is no second thought. It's early or late Brahmi, in a more compressed way, they have tried to write the shell, Shankulipi, because you get like letters like when they, with a little thick head mark, see, they try to draw like this, and then they camouflage the letter in such a way, you will not understand. Then you have to see in a different orientation to understand what is written. So the core letter and the medial signs, they making all calligraphical exuberance. They added that. So now let's move on to the next stage. Now, after that, medial E sign. Okay. First, of course, I am not showing all the letters. You can, it's very easy to multiply because I am showing very few letters here. The basic thing remains, first you extend a stroke here, okay, then one stroke goes upwards, E sign. Ka, you length a stroke anyway. For example, this is Ka, Ki. Taking the stroke upwards, one stroke. And they made it very simple to add one more stroke here for Ki, Dirgha. Adding one is a U also like that. One stroke below, one stroke, another stroke. They started deriving the lengthening sun like this. So, Kaka Kiki, when you write, you will get to know, because even if 2 days, if you start writing each letter, it will not be there. So, it's for you to practice where the difference are there. I am trying to point out. Rest all remains the same with all the consonants. You can, any amount of letters, you can see here. For example, this is Tha. Tha, you are putting one stroke here, A, and then attach a stroke. Thi. Thi. And then T, this is T below dot, T below dot, and this is Tha, again stroke here, T, T. For example, Ba, you are attaching the stroke here, B. This is Dha, where of course Dha they have extended stroke also, you get in both the ways like this, but there are inscription where you find this also. So this most commonly you see, and you may get this form where in the middle also they try to attach a stroke. Na is simple. First you form a letter, then A Dirgha, again you take the stroke upwards. Ni. Because you can write easily with 3 letters like Ni, Va, Sa. Of course, if you add like this, what is this? Srinivasa. Vasa, Srinivasa, where wealth exists. Nivasa and Srinivasa. You can start naming. Of course, when I come to that, what is it? Ganesha. Ganapati. Vasudeva. Anything. This is C, okay. Lee. So, all the consonants except these three or whatever I showed there earlier, they get this stroke E sign where you find the you get, otherwise all the consonants you can try with this, like this ma is there, one stroke you put here, me. So key already I have shown. So you can write any number of all the letters except the one where we have to attach a stroke in the middle. Rest all stroke you can follow this. It goes upward, right side one stroke followed by upper stroke one. For example, ga dirgha hai, giri, you want to write gi-ri. What is this? Giri. Which you already consonant जो है remember where in the middle you have to attach E stroke, and on the top most of the consonants will be covered. So let's go to the Dirgha, E sign. So for example, pa is there. So this, you have to make a short base. For example, P, Dirgha, or P you have to write. Isko you can't extend, like this. So pa इस तरफ दीर्घ नहीं, थोड़ा base बना के one stroke, another stroke, P. Dirgha. Only some letters you have to make a short base to write the two strokes above. Otherwise you can't extend that. छोटा वो जगह पढ़ना पड़ता है to write a stroke. Similarly, dha, इसको थोड़ा जगह बनाइए, इसको ढी. Podhi means when you write, in most of the, you get that pa, pe, po, and dhi. Podhi, lena. That you get terms in especially most of the inscriptions coming from Kuda, Bhaja, Nase, when they gift as a podhi. So इसको एक थोड़ा बेस बना के पोढ़ी, suppose you want to write एक another stroke. ढी और नी को भी ऐसा है. For example, this is ना, थोड़ा जगह बना के इसको नी, नी दीर्घ है, नी. और वी, you make a small place, V dirgha. Sabah ka also. Kirtivasa, Kir, Kirana, that is simple, is like this. You want to write Kirana, Ka, Ra, Na. Suppose Kirti you want to write where Sanskrit form is there, one stroke, and then you are writing Ra, below Ta लिखना पड़ता है इस कीर्ति, कीर्ति. Sometimes you want to put two stroke, it becomes like this. Kirti. When you double the consonant, so you have to add one more stroke below for Kirti. Kirti Mandapa. I will write Ma, Da, Mandapa. The first letter, later they have that, but in early phase they retained Mandapa. If you see the Chandragupta coin also, beautifully they write one below the other. Chandra, Indra, Gupta, like that. But that with the modification. Mandapa. Mandapika. A small cellar, Mandapika, we get this one. So this ki, dirgha, so any number of consonants you can include in this. Of course, wherever we have tried to write like this, for example, thi, this T, one stroke, another stroke, T dirgha. For example, tha, one stroke, thi dirgha. For example, ba, B. And then ta also, where you find, of course here they made a base like this, they extended T. They didn't attach here below. Suppose you want to write Bhishma, this is Bha, two stroke Sha, and then you write this Shanmuga Sha, isn't it? Bhishma. I think we write like this, no? Bhishma. This is Bha, Shanmuga Sha, and then below Ma. So this gives you an idea about the E sign. Now let us proceed to the U sign. This is Ka. Remember, you are attaching a stroke to the right side. With this letter, you can write Kumara. Gupta. Kumara Gupta. Suppose you want to write in Brahmi, next phase, of course, Panta. This conjuncts in Ashokan phase, you get like Shakya, very few instances in early Prakrit forms. But with the introduction of Sanskrit language, you find a number of conjuncts, but very few in early Prakrit phase. So this is Ku. Again, Gu, already told, this is Gu. And Da, you write the basic form. When you write a Da or this Da with a stroke here, do. But the confusion comes sometimes here when you attach a U stroke here.
सर गुप्त, तो इस पे जो हाफ वाला जो शब्द रहेगा वो उसको कैसे करें?
हाफ यही है, पहले इसमें वो नहीं था, इसीलिए पूरा लिखते थे. आई एम कमिंग, आई विल नॉट, वो कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा. आई एम राइटिंग टू द मौर्यन लिटिल, आई एम इंट्रोड्यूसिंग सो सम नेम्स. सो कंप्लीट रहेगा, कंप्लीट रहेगा. ये पूरा ऐसे रहेगा पूरा, बट ये थोड़ा कम करेगा ता, है ना. दे ट्राई टू लेसन दिस स्ट्रोक, है ना, थोड़ा वो कम करता है, नॉट द फुल लेंथ. ता जो अपर स्ट्रोक है ना, दे ट्राई टू रिड्यूस लिटिल व्हेन दे अटैच ए स्ट्रोक वन बिलो द अदर. फुल वर्ड, हाँ, फुल लेटर हाँ नीचे आएगा. हाँ करेक्ट. नहीं, अभी आई एम इन द फर्स्ट फेज. जब आगे जाएंगे ना उसको थोड़ा बताएंगे. जस्ट आई एम इंट्रोड्यूसिंग, बट डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज नाउ एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. वी आर confining only to the Prakrit words, but when you go to the Sanskrit, then I will show you, it will be clear. Otherwise वो jumble हो जाएगा. Now I am writing here and there some names just to because आपको आपका नाम लिखने में थोड़ा मदद होगा, इसीलिए मैं लिख रहा हूँ. Otherwise speaking, I have to go to this tomorrow only, the next stage of the combination of conjuncts. In this phase, very few letters you get in the Mauryan Ashokan phase. So this is do. O sign here, and then tu. Stroke. Please understand, to the right side of the letter consonant you are attaching below tu, and da. This is da, you are attaching like this. Madhu, do, bha. This is bhu. And sha. I told no, when you write Pashupati, you will write like this. This is sha, and this is shu. Pashupati. Pashupati. Yes, Pashupati Natha. When you want to write here na, tha. Pashupati Natha. So this you can form any number of letters. Apart from that, you practicing tomorrow each bring at least 10 or 15 words, maybe with 3 letters, 4 letter, 5 letter, whatever. Because once I complete this vowel signs, I think fairly you can write not Sanskrit names, but preferably Prakrit names. आप कोशिश कर सकता है कुछ नेम्स के लिए. So this is one aspect. Wu sign, attaching a stroke to the right side below. Please remember, right side below. Now I am going to write another set of letters, consonants, where they extend the stroke. This is one pattern. There are consonants where it is not suitable to write like that. So, for example, gha, you are extending the stroke like this. Ghu. Similarly, first you write the letter and then extend the stroke. because you can't add like this. So this pattern, some consonants requires extending the stroke below. Cha, chu. And ja also. For example, you can't extend like this here. जा के लिए सही नहीं, तो इसीलिए वो सोचा हम इसको नीचे रखेंगे, इस तरफ कर दिया. जू. Similarly, ta, you can't extend this letter, इसीलिए थोड़ा नीचे. था के लिए ऐसा टू था, दिस इज टू एंड दिस इज थू. Of course, same also with the ta also. So all this you find the stroke just attached below, not to the sideways. And similarly, na, nu, manu, manu dharma. Of course, again I will write like this. Later, tomorrow I will show. This is na, dha. When you write, you are going to write a superscript above rma. Manu dharma, shastra. Dharma. This is called superscript. When you attach a stroke like this, it is called subscript. ऊपर जो मात्रा लगाता है, it is called upper superscript. नीचे जो आता है, इसको subscript बोलते हैं. Nu. And then pa also. Putra, stroke here, putra. And ba. You want to write Buddha Graha, Buddha. Buddha. All the Shani, like that you can. All the Navagrahas name you can try. Mangala. Bu, mu. Suppose Mukha, mu plus kha, mukha, Shri Mukha, mukha. This is ma, mu. Okay. This is ya, you, yuga. You want to write yuga, yuga. Suppose you want to write ka, li, you, ga. Either you can put it here or extend there. Kali Yuga. Lu, la, usai, lu. Again va. Sha. This is Shanmukha Sha plus Usain, Su, Vasudha, Su, and Hu. So these are the strokes. Earlier one group you saw where stroke is attached to the below to the right side, and these are the thing where you get extend the stroke below, attach some consonants like this. So this chart will be made available. Anyway, you have to practice. Mere assembling, keeping chart is not fair. So practice. Chart रखने से क्या होता है? After some time, it will be just like that. So put it, practice. That is very important, essential than compiling and keeping things. It's for you to use. Because you are here in the class, you are listening actively, add. Because एक बार क्या हो गया, when this system वो चला गया, सर इसको I told you लैपटॉप कुछ काम नहीं, सर इसको स्लीपिंग मोड में चला गया, then I too will sleep, I told. If that mode is sleeping, we will also sleep. What happens, the calligraphy classes, mostly when after the food, people will doze off. आराम से सोएंगे, AC, if good AC room is there, सोने का आदत होता है. So I used to request the Institute of Archaeology students also, there, art architecture जो iconography दोपहर में रखिए, जो सुबह जो स्टूडेंट्स फ्रेश रहता है उसको सुबह क्लास दीजिए. सो एटलीस्ट दे विल बी फ्रेश, वो कुछ सीखेगा. अदरवाइज दे विल बी चिट चैटिंग, सिटिंग टुगेदर एंड यू, आपको मालूम है कैसे वो चलता है. सो दे विल वैसे हो जाएगा. सो यस, to attract the attention, I am saying again, I will write and see you also how far you are attentive in listening. That's very important. Then my effort, all the exercise which I am doing, it will be really useful. Otherwise it goes above this one.
Sir, how to write
Shri?
Shri Ganesha.
Yeah, I am sure, but ये संस्कृत वर्ड है, इसीलिए हम वैसे भी लिख सकते हैं. दिस इज शाह, ओके. ये श्री, एक श्री, ये ह्रस्व, दिस इज श्री, गा, ने, शा. श्री गणेश, श्री गणेशाय नमः. So this is all about this U sign. Now let's move to the next stage, length U sign. Thus, when you push to the other varieties like Shunga, Kushan, Kshatrapa, I will not be devoting this much time because time constraint and सभी forms नहीं लिख सकते, इसीलिए the basic things are same. So I am devoting more time to so that you understand the basic concepts very clearly in this stage. So I will hurry through, and you cannot expect all the forms to be written. So here it is the same with some slight modifications which you see in the later stages. So this much time, half a day, we can't devote for each script. So with little changes, it's same. So it's very easy. Ka you are writing, one stroke here for ku. When you want to say kurma shataka, this you will double it. You will put ku dirgha. One stroke, adding one stroke above. Ku. Ku dirgha. For example, ta you are writing, this is tu. One more stroke above, tu dirgha. Da, do, one more stroke, do. And this dha, one stroke, another stroke. Dhupa. Suppose you want to say dhupa deepa, this is dha, one stroke, another stroke. Dhupa deepa. Dhupa, deepa. Normally, you get such expressions in inscription along with this. This is dhu and bha, bhu. When you attach one more stroke, bhu, bhumi. Bhumija. Who is Bhumija? Sita. Yes. And Rupa. This is Ra, simple. Rupa. One stroke, another stroke above. So this all, attaching stroke below, one above the other. Now I am going to write where attaching stroke side below, that is ku, one stroke, not too long. This is one stroke ku, another stroke ku dirgha. Ju, one stroke is ju, another stroke ju dirgha. So all this we attach below. Tu, one stroke, another stroke. Tu, and this is tu again. You can add like this. Of course, for tu also, thupa, stupa. In Prakriti we get the stupa, thupa. You get like this form, many early inscriptions. Thupa, stupa. Thabha, stambha. Thabodhanam, like this it comes. For example, this is the earlier inscription. So you are writing bha here. Bhe, this is bhe. Bho, da, nam. Tabhodhanam, stambha, dana, stambha. Tabhodhanam. This is puja. Jocularly I used to tell, I am taking all my girlfriends' names. Puja, Rupa, so many. Because it comes easily. So naturally, one or the other will have these names, the traditional names. Now they call it Julie or something. Modern names have no, because we used to name such names, Lakshmi or anything. We will be taking the name of God and goddesses. अभी कुछ नाम है ना वो शॉर्टन कर देते, it can signify nothing. At least why you will name the day, all the traditional names are disappearing. Yes, this is with respect to the pu and ma. One stroke, another stroke. Rarely you get, of course, I don't deny, they also attach like this. Occasionally, you may not just see, sir, ऐसा कुछ शिलाशासन में मिलता है, side में भी. No, but as a principle, they attach below, but you get this also. So this you can take mu, dirgha, and then the ya. This is tripartite ya. Please remember, I am often using, there are two yas which we come across. One is all we say, this ya is called tripartite because there are three prongs. Tripartite ya. Normally, when you see any calligraphy books, you will find, and this is called bipartite ya. When later period, when you start like this is called bipartite ya. So this ya, this you find till 5th, 6th century. Automatically, once you come across this ya, you can simply close your eyes and say this inscription belongs to 6th century. So post-Gupta period, it ends, this tripartite. So this हर्षवर्धन और जब हम कौन सा सिद्धमातृका कुटिला लिपि जब सीखेंगे ये तो प्रोमिनेंटली आ गया. बट अर्लियर ट्राइपार्ट दोनों थे. सपोज यू फाइंड इन कुशान एंड ऑल दे यूज्ड बोथ द फॉर्म्स एज ए कंजंक्ट. ये भी क्या है, बट दिस ऑल्सो एग्जिस्टेड लाइक शाक्य मुनि दोनों तरफ मिलते, both bipartite as well as tripartite. As a conjunct only, please, this will be as a full consonant, but as a conjunct they used bipartite. आप कुषाण क्षत्रप और दूसरी पीरियड में भी ऐसा जो यहाँ मिलता है बाइपार्टाइट, बट रिमेंबर ओनली एज ए कंजंक्ट, नॉट एज ए फुल कॉन्सोनेंट. I hope you understood this concept. As a conjunct, yes, you get in later period. This ends, of course, with the 6th century. सातवीं शताब्दी से जब हम कुटिला और सिद्धमातर का लिपि सीखेंगे, it comes as a bipartite. ये खत्म हो जाता है. Normally, if you see, there are some test letters like sa, ha, la, sha. They are called test letters. ये जो ये रखे scholars जो लोग हैं ना, वो बताते हैं किस पीरियड का. They are called test letters. Test. ज्यादा तरफ उसमें जो ज्यादा परिवर्तन दिखा रहे हैं उसको ऐसा they call it test letter. So I have introduced you to some of the things like superscript, subscript, orthography, so these are certain terms which you should try to know while head mark और दूसरा serif इसके बारे में जब बताएंगे when I get the go with the further classes. So you हो गया and then la, lu, dirgha can be short stroke also, but wu, wu and su, one stroke, and it's very easy remembering whether it is a sign, this strokes, adding one more stroke, whether it is e, so it is just duplicating, adding one more stroke you get the lengthening sign. E, hraswa e, dirgha. Whether u or e, it is just duplicating one more, adding one more stroke. Clear? Who? So this are the lengthening. Now I think in one go I will complete it so that the tempo which we have built will not be this one. We will take once for all break once I complete this. I think it should be like this. How do you find? Are you finding it interesting?
Yes.
This is the basis. Only entire epigraph further studies is based on what today morning you are learning. That's very, very important. Unfortunately, many are on online. I don't know how far they are able to, because I always believe in paleographical classes face to face. You should see me. Every expression goes with the letter, writing, everything. Many doubts, have done many online classes where many doubts remain, especially while dealing with the paleographical classes. Theory to origin of Brahmi, Kharoshti hum padha sakte, they can understand. But this either the stroke, everything matters. How much length I am giving, where I stress. But they are distressed. Stress and distress. So this, I consider you are more beneficiaries than those who are online. I can't help, but I insist with the organizers, make it as far as possible the offline classes. But Sometimes it is not possible. Every time, you may have to go with the convenience. Yes, to reach a larger audience, sitting somewhere else in Kashmir or Srinagar, one will try to know what is done. That, of course, it has its own advantage and some disadvantage also. But उनसे भी कुछ questions Now we are coming to the another medial sign. For example, what is this letter? Ta. When you add a stroke here, it becomes te. Similarly, when you attach stroke to the right side of the particular limb, it becomes ta. Here, mind, it's going in the left. This is te. Please remember to the left side. Again, this is tha, te, te. And te. These three letters, nearly they don't undergo any change till the Gupta period. Right from early period to the, because Kushan, Kshatrapa और बाद में भी they retain this form. With minor changes you see in the Gupta phase, the change is coming. And this is Be. When you attach a stroke, it becomes Ba. To the left side, when you attach, it becomes Be. Ne. This is Na. Ne. When I wrote, Ganesha, use this Ne. Ne. Ne, Ganesha, Ga, Ne, and this is Ka, attach a stroke here, K, K, K-H-E, K. Ge. Suppose you want to write Nagesha. Na Ge Sha. Nagesha. Nagesh. Ge, A sign. So once I complete this remaining forms, the medial signs, you can play simply. This is Cha, attaching to the left side is Che. Che, Chetana, Che. And this is Ta, and sometime it appears we attach a stroke. Sorry, This is not there. I already in the middle I have shown. The सब लिख दिया and te. And the में लिख दिया देवा. Devasa, Vasudevas. You get that inscription. You will find this De here. De. And then De. Instead of right side, you are attaching a stroke here. Dhenuka. Dhenu. You know what is Dhenu? De. Ne. Aneka. Aneka. Ne. Pa plus ye, pe. This is pe. And fe. Fal. Fe. Me. When you want to say Mesha Rashi, Me, Sha, Ra, Shi. Mesha Rashi. Ye. This is ye. Ye. And le. And ve. Vega. Ve. And shape. All you are attaching on the top to the left side. When you attach to the right side, it becomes dirgha a. And he. Hemanta paksha. You get hemanta pakhe. You get in early Prakriti inscription hemanta. Hemanta ritu. Hey, this is He, and this is She, Shalmukha, Shalmukha, She. So this, now we'll move to the I sign. It's very, I have only shown few. Of course, here, these are the letters where we attach the middle, the plus thai, one more stroke here, thai. And chai, chaitra, when you want to write, chaitra masa, this is che, chai. Mai. May, another stroke here, Mai. So these are the strokes where in the middle, of course some have shown above also. There are some more, we can say for example, this is ka, attaching stroke it become kai. Same you can apply anything, this stroke here, K, one more stroke, Kai. So, to the left side, attaches two strokes. For example, this is say, Sai, two stroke. So, you can multiply any number of stroke, try with that. For example, da, day, die. Ga, ge. So remember, to the left side you have to attach the stroke, one below the other, to the this one, gai. Of course, here na is there. Two stroke you are Ganesha, one more stroke you are attaching nai. So ne in the middle, not here, but down below you are attaching for nai. Similarly, for example, bha, bhe, bhai. A sign, below one more. So this goes on like this. So lastly, we will conclude with one more O sign. After I am coming to the O sign. But how sign in normally in the Ashokan Brahmi you don't get au, which comes in the Sanskrit place, like Pautra, like that. So au sign comes Kaushika. All this in the au sign comes later, but one or two example, it's very easy. Later they just adopted this O sign. For example, ka you are writing like this. This stroke is K. Okay. Then you are attaching one more stroke here. Either it can be extended like this, or you can attach slightly below. It can be also. But don't, this vertical will be longer. This will be shorter. See, this can be little, but don't extend it too much. There is a difference. This lower arm will be longer always. The upper will be short, little short. So this also will find K, a little down below also they found O, Koshi, Ko. This is O sign. This is Dha. And stroke is attached here, Dho. In the middle, here it is middle, it is there on the top. And sometimes you find like this also, another peculiarity, Dho, one stroke, this is they attach like this also, on the top. One top one line, below also. This form also comes, but rarely, Dho. And Mo, this is May, okay. Attaching one stroke, it becomes Mo. Mauka. Mokhari or Mokhari, Mo. This Mo. And another very peculiar thing, here also you find both on the top, the middle, sometime even below, also they attach like this. So sometime it will be on the top, sometime in the middle they attach O sign, and below also. But this is more common and familiar expression which comes. These are little rare usages. After all, we take liberty when somebody gives the text, the paragrapher of that particular region, it's not codified. अभी सिर्फ थिंग्स को हो गया, जब प्रिंटिंग मीडिया आ गया हम सब एक ही इसमें फॉलो करते हैं. वी अर्लियर द डिस्टेंस एंड द टाइम, though there was one common known letter, you can't put the whole thing in a simple uniform way. Little these engravers, they took little liberty in expressing in their own fashion. You take 1,000 years before, you can't say we are following one method. That is because of the printing. Everything is settled. Yes, when I see her writing, there will be difference. When I compare with you, as an example, when you write Mo here, when you write, there will be difference. Each hand varies. When it is handwritten, it is bound to be some changes, slight difference will be there. It can't be like mine. When you write Ma or something, slight differences come. So you can see in different regions, eastern region, west, the text was given, but the engravers, when they're making, they made some small compromises, changes in writing. So this Mo, and then Ko, this is Ka, K, Ko. And Na, this is Ne. Sometimes they extended, sometimes they attached in the middle also. Ne. This can be also like this. As I told you, this will be shorter. This also no. This also no. Because here they put the stroke to the left side and they attach in the middle. And low. When lay, here they attach. So in later phase, what happened, O sign, which is not here. For example, I am writing in a Kushan variety Ma. This is, they took this Mo, they added one more stroke here. This become Mo. So they attaching one more stroke, they got the Mo sign. Suppose Pautra, this is later Pa, this is Po, one more stroke, Pautra. So later phase, when you get the Sanskrit inscription, Au sign आ गया, ये जो Brahmi early Prakrit phase, we don't have this Au sign. It's a later development. We learn when we get to know the Sanskrit text, the Kushan Kshatrapa period. So with this practically I have introduced you to the entire range of the medial signs. This is a very, very crucial class among all the days, I should say, because there are periods only we teach Mauryan Brahmi only, but I have moduled to such an extent to familiarize you with all the further derivatives. So it's very essential. Now very few consonants are there in the Ashokan. For example, one below the other they read bhya. For example, conjuncts. This is bha. Equally they put the length for bhya. This you get Ashokan also. Bhya. This conjuncts. There are two names. Sometimes you find conjuncts also ligatures. So both mean the same. Sometimes they use the word ligatures also as a conjunct. So bhya, gwa. This is ga. They extended this and made gwa in the Ashokan. And Swami, this is Sa, Swa, Swaminaha. This Sa plus Swa, this what I am writing, that you get in Ashokan. And Sta. Asti, letter period you want to write, for example, A, Sa, and then Ta, Asti. Sti. This is Ta. And Shakya Muni, when they want to write, you will find like this, Sha, tripartite, Shakya, Ma plus Mu, Ni. Shakya Muni or Shakya Muni, whatever. Shakya Muni, length also you will find. This Shakya, this you get in Ashokan. Shakya Muni. And the Sma, like Sta, you get the Sma also, Smara. One below the other, they are attached like this. Sma. Yes, so with this I am concluding one big, important, very important phase of early Brahmi, where I have introduced you to the vowels, the consonants, the medial signs, and some conjuncts of that period. I have tried to write some words, little words, and I think the post-lunch period, we will take you will write at least 10-15 minutes each one of you to the names and other things you can write. Then one more presentation is there with regard to Brahmi and Kharoshti, where I have discussed about the origin and the development also. That PPT will be shown in the afternoon and then followed by other classes. So we will conclude now. I have spent enough time on this. I think you will conclude. Please, Ai. Jai Shri Ram.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. आप सभी सुन रहे थे अभी कितना गंभीर विषय को कितना आसान तरीके से हमने हमको बताया, और ख़ास करके बार बार जो अपनी बातचीत में हाईलाइट कर रहे थे कि आज का जो विषय है वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. ख़ास करके ब्राह्मी लिपि जो भी हम सीखने वाले हैं आने वाले 7 दिनों में, वो उसका आधार बनेगा. जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि ब्राह्मी लिपि जो है सारी लिपियों की माँ है. स्क्रिप्ट इज मदर ऑफ ऑल स्क्रिप्ट, ऑल इंडियन स्क्रिप्ट। तो अगर हम उसको समझ जाएंगे तो बाकी पीरियड वाइज और एरिया वाइज उसी के वेरिएशंस जो हैं हमको आगे सीखने हैं। तो सबसे ज़्यादा और ज़रूरी है कि हम ब्राह्मी को मजबूत कर लें, क्योंकि अगर ब्राह्मी हमारा मजबूत हो गया तो इसके बाद धीरे धीरे बाकी जो लिपियां हैं 7 दिन में कोई प्रॉमिस नहीं कर सकता कि आप लिपियों के ज्ञाता हो ही जाएंगे। और ये आगे भी आपको लगातार अभ्यास की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। जो मित्र हमारे ऑनलाइन जुड़े हुए हैं, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि आप लोगों की जो भी क्वेरीज़ है इस दौरान, क्योंकि आप लोग फेस टू फेस नहीं हैं और बातें आप लोगों के दिमाग में आती होंगी, लेकिन जो भी आपकी क्वेरीज़ हैं आप हमको हमारे दिए गए व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे टेक्स्ट कर देंगे, और जो क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन होगा तो उसमें हम आपके क्वेरीज़ को भी शामिल करेंगे और उस पर बातचीत होगी। और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर इतने अच्छे व्याख्यान के लिए आपके, जो इस तकनीकी क्षेत्र में आपने हम सबको सिखाया उसके लिए। और इसके बाद हम लंच ब्रेक करने जा रहे हैं। लंच ब्रेक के बाद फिर से 3:30 को हम वापस से यहाँ पे आएंगे और आज का जो दूसरा सत्र है वो आरंभ करेंगे। धन्यवाद।